Hi, welcome at forextrading.com. Right now we are at this very interesting point at the market that it is dropping down a little bit, sometimes accelerating faster and faster. We have plenty example of trades, and I don't really have much time to show you all of it because it takes time to make video places at the website, and I still have trading and a lot of things to do with those charts here. So I'm gonna just tell you a few things about the price action at the 4-hour chart right now. We have some correction. We are now talking about ABC, Elliott Classic Wave, and right now the market is still making some lower lows, but it looks like a dump money movement for me right now. So let's discuss what happened here before, because it is very interesting. First of all, here 5th May we got example of a live trade account example. The bad news really came out at the market. So we had this consolidation at 30-minute euro dollar chart, and bad news came out to the market, and we had interest rates publication as well. So it all came down to the moment where the market had experienced a sudden drop, and there was no buyers coming in at the market when the price came in through this support resistance. So this was a nice point to enter the market, and it was a live trade experience at my account. And this first trade gave us a 40 something pips profit. It was the 43 pips profit exactly, but I can show you here that we might be coming out from this trade at 30 points of profit. I mean the first profit, because we take for example, two contracts that that are suggesting two parts of taking profits, and the first profit was here when the market showed us it might not having enough strength to move lower and lower, but the market did came through the lower support resistance, so we could enter the market again. But I already had one trade open, one from those two symbolic contracts that I opened here, and we are keeping these contracts till the market are showing that it is really through with some downtrend movement. But unfortunately or fortunately, the market showed us that it already made a daily movement of 250 or 280 pips, something about 300 pips, and I was thinking that at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock European time, when the London exchange is closing, we have no more potential of coming more in the downtrend. So I closed the second part of the trade, and it gave me something about 180 pips. I've closed it somewhere around here, and the market actually moved another 70-80 pips, but I had to get out of the trade because I was leaving the platform, leaving the trading for this day, so I wasn't really interested to keep it for some longer time, especially when the chances for the market moving lower and lower were very small at that point. And this day actually finished with 400 or 300 something pips movement. I can't remember right now. Let's check it out. Yes, almost 400 pips movement, and it is very rare to see this kind of movement at euro dollar currency pair. I can't remember I saw anything like it recently. Usually it is stopped out at 250, 300 pips movement per day. So it was something unexpected as well. And the next day I was having the Forex online course, and we were discussing this flag when the market made a beautiful shadow showing us that it will be going possibly through lower support and resistance. And one of the traders at my course suggested that we enter the market here. Of course, market didn't really came so much lower this time, so we had some hesitation, but the chances of market going lower lower, we're still like 65, 80%. So this pattern usually give us like 80% of the chance market moving lower and lower. And I'm talking about this pattern in this environment. So I'm talking more and more about this in our Forex classes to make sure that we are on the same page. So it is not only about the pattern or some drop, we are talking about the price quality of the movement, we are talking about support resistance, we are talking about sellers and buyers coming into the market or getting out from the market strongly. So the market moved lower here, and the market really closed that contract at break-even point, but the next action when the market showed us it is breaking out to the upside, but it couldn't really go through. We could enter the market here and keep this position for 100 pips. So it was a very smart move. Anyway, usually when we are entering the market here, we are placing the stop loss just above the pattern. That's what I'm really teaching at my courses, that it is the best safe way to not to get out of the market too fast or make any aggressive or stupid move that really cut you off some potential profit when you really knew the market is gonna move, is moving lower and lower. So next day we had the same situation. I was talking in my analysis that we have the smaller potential of this movement before it happened, and that this move was very beautiful. This is much more risky. So even though the market moved like 100 pips, this move was much more risky, and right now we are talking about possible consolidation or some kind of change of the trend, because when we look at the 4-hour chart, we see at 4-hour chart this currency pair that it is growing. So this is some kind of correction. It might be finishing soon. So this was a beautiful corrective wave. We have A, B, C, and right now we have some hesitation. We have some buyers and sellers coming in, getting out, making some moves, making up their mind of the future movement, or keeping the position or staying out of the market for a while. So today's review is pretty much packed with information I use at Forex Online courses that we really study hard. In between few lessons, I'm talking much more about those situations, how does it really works, how we can profit easily, taking only 20% of the risk. I'm talking about 80% of success from some kind of specific pattern or movement. Right now we are looking about S&P 500 4-hour chart, and for a few days I was talking about it might be a trend changing situation, and we see here possible breakout. When the breakout will hit the test, I mean will show us that it is breaking out and doesn't have too much strength to come down and will start coming up again. We are talking about follow through movement, and it might be very attractive to enter the market here in medium and long term for those daily and 4-hour chart trades, to keep them for a while. I mean at least couple of days, couple of weeks, maybe couple of months. So let's see some more what we got to say today. In yesterday's video analysis, I've predicted another move. I'm showing much more in recent analysis. I'm talking about some future 30-minute chart movement for each day at different currencies, different instruments. It is kind of a gameplay for me, but some of those moves are very accurate. So I was talking here the morning before, or 2 days before, about the possible trade, breakout trade from this pattern of rectangle. And I was talking about the test. I mean the market coming down didn't have strength to go up and go down again. So it was a beautiful test at this point, breaking out test from this support resistance I've mentioned here before, and the market showed us that it might be a beautiful way to make 60 or at least 40 pips from the market, taking not too much risk. I'm talking about 20, 25 5% of the risk for this trade. So we are talking about 70-80% of success probability for this kind of trade in this kind of trend. So we are talking about trend movements and smart move. I mean informed money moves when everybody sees what's happening and not too much people wants to buy or keep those long positions at the market. So everybody's selling for some time and we want to join this kind of movement. And I'm talking about more and more this kind of trades and this kind of examples at Forex online courses. Some of them are more easy, some of them takes hour and a half to explain exactly what happened at this market and why we had to use it or have to leave this kind of market behavior itself. So thank you very much. That will be it for now. I hope to see you, hear you in some future. Thank you very much and have a nice trading.